Fam, what's going on, y'all? It's Fetty G with SSK Kennels, fam. In today's video, y'all, we are going to talk about 10 things that you should consider before becoming a breeder. 10 things you should consider before becoming a breeder. I hope this video helped you. Let me know in the comments. Let's jump into the intro, family.
Love off the money, put blood on the money. When you make it to the top, everybody money hunting. They gunning, they coming. They wanna see you in the grave, don't wanna see you paid. They wanna see you slave, but nah, we can't have that. And niggas turn to dead weight, we had to trash that. No lost love, tell them suckers they can have that.
What's going on, y'all? It's Fetty G with SSK Kennels, fam. And today, y'all, we are gonna talk about 10 things, family, that you should consider before becoming a breeder, fam. These are some things that I wish somebody would have told me before I jumped into the game. Some of the stuff I knew, some of the stuff I didn't know, but I just wanted to come and give it to y'all so that way you know, fam. And again, all of these things are my ideas, y'all. I wrote them down so that way I could make sure I stay in alignment with them. But the first question, what's up, boy? The first question you should ask yourself, fam, is what is your goal, right? What is your goal? You becoming a breeder, what are you trying to accomplish? What do you see yourself accomplishing? What is the purpose of you actually saying, hey, what's up, fat boy? I want to become a breeder. Why, right? That's the first question I would say ask yourself. It's super important. That's one of those things you want to take some time out, sit down, really write this stuff down and ask yourself, hey, why am I doing this? Is it for money? Is it for recognition? Is it to better the breed? Is it to create a certain type of dog you're looking for, right? Ask, what's up, man? What's up? Big old head, right? So that's the first question, right? Next thing you want to ask is, what kind of dog do I want to breed, right? I know on here we mostly talk about bullies, but you want to ask yourself, fam, what kind of dog do I see myself breeding? Is it American bullies? Is it American pit bull terriers? Well, is it pit bull terriers? Is it Rottweilers? Is it German shepherds? Is it Connie Corsos? Whatever kind of dog, Frenchies, right? Again, but that ties back into what's the purpose? What's your goal? Why are you doing this, right? So find out what kind of breed you want to breed. I would also say, anybody that say, oh, I ain't doing it for money, to me, I personally think they lying. I don't think their sole purpose might not be money, but I think money is somewhere in there, right? So by knowing that you want to make some money, do some homework to find out which dogs sell for the most, which dogs sell the fastest, right? And the rest of these questions will also help you answer this question, right? Next question is, I would say, is ask yourself now, how many dogs do I want to have? Right? At any given time, how many dogs do I want to say, hey, this is how much dogs I have on my yard? This was a question I wish I would have known before I got in, right? Because easily, fam, you could go from having 2 dogs to 5 dogs to 10 dogs to 30 dogs. And now you're like, God damn, how I get to 30 dogs? And it happens so fast, right? Because you have a litter, you're like, man, I want to keep this puppy. I also like that puppy. I want to keep this puppy. I want to go buy this dog from that person. The next thing you know, you at 30, 40 dogs, and you're like, damn, how the hell I get here, right? So ask yourself by saying, hey, the max dogs I'm going to have is 10 dogs. If you got 10 and you know you want to keep a puppy or you want to go buy a dog from somewhere else, you know, hey, my promise I made to myself was 10. I can't go over, so unfortunately, hey, I'm gonna get rid of this dog to get this dog, right? And it sucks to have to let go of a dog, but fam, that's something that you gotta keep in mind. It's part of the territory. It's part of the game. It comes with it, right? Ask yourself that, right? Okay, the next 2 questions, they together. How many male dogs do I wanna have? How many female dogs do I wanna have? Super important question, fam. Are you a person that do more studying? If that's the case, you might need more males. Are you a person that you looking to have puppies more? Then you a person that might want to have more females, right? Ask yourself, hey, okay, if I got 2 males and 2 females, will that help me reach my goal, right? If I got 1 male, 3 females, will that help me reach my goal? If I got 5 males, 1 female, will that help? Literally take the time out to write this down and ask yourself these questions, fam. And whether you just now becoming a breeder, you've been a breeder, I think these questions are good for any stage you at. You a beginner or you in it for 5, 10 years, 20 years. It doesn't hurt to sit down and ask yourself these questions, right? Yeah, what kind of dogs will you breed? So I think the next question is, we'll just go right into, I forgot what number we on, y'all, so just bear with me. The next question I'm gonna say is, how will you sell your puppies or your product or your service? Because again, everybody not just out here creating puppies. Some people say, hey, I got puppies, I got studs. Hey, I got a breeding class. Hey, I got a breeding course, whatever it is. How will you market? How will you sell that product, right? Whether it's puppies, studs, whatever it is, how will you set it? What some examples? Hey, I'm focusing on YouTube. Hey, I'm on Instagram. Hey, I got a website. These are my avenues to selling my pups, right? And then I would say, I think there's a question on here, fam, but I'm not sure. But ask yourself, not only how am I gonna sell them, but who will I sell them to, right? Ask yourself that, because that is super important. Hey, I'm specifically looking to sell to police officers, right? If you breed Belgian Malinois, I forgot how to say it, right? Or Connie Corsos or Rottweilers or German Shepherds, and you say, hey, I don't want to sell to the average person, the average American. I want to sell specifically to police officers. Then you go after police officers. Hey, I want to sell to people that's to retired veterans. Then you go after retired veterans, right? Know how and who. The how you're gonna do it and who you're gonna do it to, right? Another question is, how much will it cost to start and maintain my business, right? Now this, family, is super important. How much will it cost, and how much will it cost to not only start but maintain what it is that I'm doing, right? Some people say, hey, I'm gonna go buy this dog over here. This dog gonna cost me $1,000. Some people might say, hey, this dog gonna cost me $10,000, right? No matter what it is it's gonna cost you, ask yourself, write all these numbers down. Call some people, hey, I'm trying to get a quote for this dog, right? Once you find the dog that you want, hey, I want these 3 dogs, it's gonna cost me a total of X amount of money. I'm gonna need a cage. This is how much the cage gonna cost. Hey, roughly on the back of the dog food, they say I feed 3 cups per 30 pounds, well, or 50 pounds, right? My dog's typically gonna weigh 70 pounds. That is X amount of cups. Break it down. These cups is X amount. Each bag has 300 cups in it. No, like literally break it all down. So, hey, I'm looking at spending $100 a week or $100 a month in dog food. You calculate that. Hey, I gotta take my dog to the vet annually. Hey, vet, how much does it cost for an annual checkup? Hey, it costs $150 plus you know, the vet cost to come in, total of $180. Okay, hey, I'm gonna spend $180. I got $3, $180 times 3. Add all these numbers up and say, hey, this is how much it's gonna cost for me to operate, to start and operate this business, right? Super important. Ask yourself that question. The next question is, and I already talked about this one, but knowing your intended audience, right? Knowing who my intended audience is. Super important, fam. Again, who am I going after? Cause and I was doing this, fam. Sometimes you just throw a net out there and you hope you catch some fish. No, I ain't looking for any fish. I'm specifically looking for bass. Now, if you know you're looking for bass, well, now you can research and talk to people that know, hey, this lake over here has nothing but bass in it. Well, I don't want to go fishing over here because it got bass, all type of fish over here, right? I specifically, what's up, big boy? I specifically want to catch bass. I ain't looking to catch nothing else. I'm going over here to this lake. It's 90% bass in this pond. I'm going over here. So again, know your audience, fam. Know what it is that you after. And then I think this is number 10, right? Ask yourself, how long do I see myself doing this? Is this forever? Is this for the next 5 months? Is this for the next 2 years? Is this for the next 3 years? Is this for the next 20 years, right? That's something that I'm asking myself now. Fetty, how long do you plan on breeding dogs, right? ask yourself, and again, it goes back to your goal/purpose. What are you doing it? Because you could be saying, hey, I'm doing this to pass this down to my kids. Hey, I want to pass this, right? I want to use this as the tunnel to bounce over to now be able to, I'm working on this platform that help retired veterans mentally, right? And financially. Well, how long do I have to do this to fulfill that purpose, right? These two tie together. Like, ask yourself, how long do I see myself doing this? But you got to know why you doing it in order to know how long you see yourself doing it, right? So that's super important. How long do you see yourself doing it? Ask yourself. Again, fam, none of these questions is for me, for them, for Haru, Ra, Fari. It's for you, fam. Ask yourself that question. And then, fam, a bonus question for y'all, right? This is a bonus question for you. Well, really not a question, but, well, yeah, it is a question. But it will be times, fam, where your business, your product, your services, things slow down. You trying to figure it out, or you thought you had it figured out, and then a bump come in the road that throws everything off course, right? How will you handle that situation, and what happens when your product or service is not selling anymore, right? How do you pivot? How do you handle that situation, right? Again, ask yourself these questions. I might do a video on some of the ways I answered these questions for myself. If y'all want that, let me know in the comments. But fam, ask yourself these 10 super important questions plus the bonus question at the end. Family, it's super imperative that you ask yourself these questions before you go in this direction. Family, I love y'all. It's Fetty G with SS. It's hot out here. It's Fetty G with sskk Kennels, family. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I love y'all, and I'm out of here, family.